Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a heck of a move. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw is Sanders. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. Check the Eagles. Check smash. Check smash.
Sanders to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
First down, here's Estime. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Working out of the gun is Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Brandon, nothing short of a shocker here. I mean, this is pretty close to chip shot range. Most kickers, they're going to hit the top of the net, maybe even put it over the net. And I know this one didn't get blocked, yet it doesn't even get there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Two yards to go, second down.
Check. Ready.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Browns at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal. And a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's got some space here. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. touchdown. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Estime once more. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running right, here's Estime. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Danger of a punt up good. A 16-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Panther 11! Panther 11! Ready!
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
14 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Check.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Now Sanders. He'll get this complete to the rookie 1st-round pick. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
19 Lions. Ready? 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cougar 19. Hurt. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Scoop.
Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Let go.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Gain of 12 yards.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Ready.
Here's Sanders. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Hey, smash. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Throwing Nix. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
2nd and 14 at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And he is goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the... And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mustang 19.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And some room to work. And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Throwing, Sanders. And he's got his man on the out route. Down the sideline he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. To throw is Nix. And that will be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
43-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final game.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for Browns touchdown. Crenshaw Judkins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Nix to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Oh, what a move. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Ready, ready. 79 Broncos, 60 Eagles, 6.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
18, let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready,
Sanders going to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And taken down just shy of the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Set. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him. He was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Second down and inches. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Broncos first down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Broncos.
Looking to throw. Nix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carson Schlesinger coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Browns' drive about to get started.
Cowboy 80.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in, the obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked him from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready? Warriors, 7, go!
They'll give it to Judkins. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 37.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Rick Viking, 18.
Once again, Judkins. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
16 more yards.
Now they'll shift things around.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Nineteen tight.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
70 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Harold Fannin, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that behind the offense this go-around.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On play action, here's Shadur. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Viking 18. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 19-yard line.
A give. Here's Judkins. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to throw. Sanders to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Ready.
Judkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Ready.
They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
68,
brings up 4th and goal.
Mustang 19.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From a yard out. And the Browns add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
This is where, as a tight end, you got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. pass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point safely through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They run over center with Martin. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun on third down. Nix. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Back to throw. Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll try the middle with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And this offense on third down today, just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix got his man complete over the middle. That's Atkins. We'll call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
7 Pirates. Here we go. Back. Gravity lock. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The backup Murray, his first throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll try it now with Judkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Browns.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Check out.
Sanders to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Sanders has it poked free. And minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for Browns. First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They'll run from the gun, it's Jenkins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Big play coming here, it's third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18.
To throw is Sanders. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Aubrey now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56. Broncos 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try to prepare going forward.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City.
Cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up and it be ours. minimum wage. That belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown. Popping these bottles, watching they go boom, boom. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.